Hello everybody, welcome back to iChemy Gaming. Today we're playing the brand new, just out today, DLC called Industrial Wonders. So let's get right to it. I'm pretty pumped about this, as you can probably tell. So we're gonna go new game, we'll go scenario. So let us find it. North America, Europe, Balkans, Switzerland, India, Italy. Lower Colorado Basin, this must be it right here. Alright, so in the early 20th century, the United States were in the midst of the Great Depression, but in the most unlikely of places in the middle of the Nevada and Arizona desert, an industrial center is being built that will create thousands of jobs. The Hoover Dam is being built on the Colorado River, but transporting the workers and the vast quantities of concrete requires a sophisticated rail network. So our hometown's going to be Las Vegas, and we're starting in the Lower Colorado Basin. Let's continue. Now, I wonder if we should take someone different. Usually, if you watch my videos, you know I take Helen Gerard for the efficiency staff and also for the express trains, but this is going to be an industrial one. Let's look around here. House of an auction, locomotive 6% cheaper, general 10% higher revenue from freight and mail, 30% lower track construction costs, the way all buildings, factory and businesses, 30% cheaper, all new businesses 50% cheaper, the engineer, less maintenance, less cost for tracks and bonuses. I'm almost tempted to go with the general maybe because of the higher revenue from freight and mail, which should be important, and then the lower track construction costs. Let's go with him. We're not going to do that stupid cheat that some people do. We're not doing that. I'm really pumped for this. Super excited. Of course, I love this game anyways.
In the beginning of the 20th century, there was a growing need for a stable water and electricity supply for the rapidly growing cities in the west of the USA. The Colorado River was to be controlled in order to prevent flooding and create a reliable source of energy for the population and industry. The idea of the giant dam took shape, a huge structure that would provide hydroelectric power for millions of people. The construction was approved by the U.S. Congress, and soon construction began on what was then the largest dam in the world, the Hoover Dam. Before the work could begin, thousands of workers had to be brought to the remote desert landscape of Nevada.
Okay, awesome. I guess we'll leave that for a second. So let's zoom out, and at the same time, we'll look and see what we need to do. So right now, it's January 1st, 1910. By December of this year, we need to found the city of Boulder City. And then by April of next year, we need to have 80 wagons on a single train line between the cities of Las Vegas, Whitney, and Boulder City. Then by July of next year, we need to transport 100 passengers from Las Vegas to Boulder City. So Boulder City is in the first 3 so far. And then by February, 2 years from now, we need to have 50,000 citizens in the Boulder City area region, and that includes Boulder City, Calville Bay, and Ragtown. Nice name for a place, Ragtown. Okay, let's just zoom out then. Okay, so we have Whitney right here, pretty close by. Okay, that's where Boulder City, oh, actually right here is where it's going to go. This is, the whole area is called the Boulder City area. So let's go ahead and buy that because we're going to need it. Okay, so is there anything above Las Vegas? Not really. There's Calville Bay right here. What's beneath Las Vegas? Okay, we have several places. They're in red though. That red's not real dark either. So really we can't go into either of these two things. All that's redded out. All of this is redded out. So all of this is redded out. So we can only do Calva Bay, Hoover Dam, Ragtown, Boulder City, Whitney, and Las Vegas. So once again, we're going to be founding Boulder City. We're going to have a line from Las Vegas, Whitney, and Boulder City. Transport 100 passengers to Boulder City and then increase the area. So let's go back into our research. You see me kind of flipping through it as our gentleman was talking there. And just usually I go for the passenger thing, but like I said, I took the general to try to make more money off freight. So almost got to look into how to make more money off freight. So right here, that's passenger ticket prices. We're not going to take that. We could reduce cost of locomotives there. We could cost of tunnels, personal well-being of employees. We could lower that. Bridges. Let's see. We have a lot of bridges. Not really. Eventually, we're probably going to have to cross this river, but at the moment, we don't necessarily need that. Price of new locomotives is lower. lower. I mean, that could be useful. Saboteurs, I never do that. Residual value, couldn't care less about that. Here, mailbags, an additional 5%. That could be useful down the road. Packages, the auction costs are less. Processing is 5% quicker. Construction costs of all buildings, including factory and railroad buildings, by 5%. Okay, that could be useful. Well-being of employees lowers their cost by 5%. Maintenance by 5%. That's ticket prices. Immigration office, recruitment goes down by 5%. If we did a train, this is a mixed train. We already have one here at 100 kilometers an hour. That freight one's 89. We got 113 for an express train. So really train-wise, we're doing okay. Okay, well, let's do this. Lower the cost of recruiting by 5%. And let's do this immigration office increase by 4%. I'm not super sold on what I just did there, but that's what we'll do for now. Now let's look into Las Vegas and let's just see how our supply and demand, or the things we need to grow and stuff, how it changed. Okay, so we have grain, that's fine. Potatoes, okay, that's a new one, that's fine. Obviously livestock's back, or cattle, so that's only for places that are probably making meat. Beans, that's a new one. Lumber's still in there, bread's still there, meat's right here. Then cloth, oh, and we have milk down here. Interesting. And we have cheese, or dairy products, I guess. Now, I wonder if I click on Whitney, will it be anything different? Whitney's only at 5,000. Okay, so the milk and the cheese only kick in at 15, and then the cheese at 20. So this is probably a better idea. Now, because there's meat processing, they need livestock directly, but everything else down here is the same. So all of them need bread too. That's worth noting. So, for instance, Whitney's getting 100% of everything except for grain and cloth. So Boulder City, okay, so this is the same as even the vanilla of the game. 24 wood, 16 grain, 8 meat. I'm sure it's not going to let me put a station down there. I can almost guarantee it's not going to let that happen. Oh, it is. Look at that. It actually is letting me do that. Okay, what's going on with help found a rural business? Oh, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting. Wow, look at that. So that's new, that now you can found a business just by kind of like you found a city. That's really interesting that can be done. Okay, so we're going to need wood right there, grain right there, and we're going to need meat. Now, okay, Ragtown's not founded either. So Whitney has meat. So if we, okay, let's see, can we get the Hoover Dam right there? Oh, let's write it out here. Okay, we could probably just leave it like that. So Hoover Dam, really, I mean, I guess I could move people back and forth